The Bay Area Host Committee is committed to elevating the region through the power of sports. And with some of the biggest sporting events getting set to take the stage, we're learning more about how these events are going to impact our communities. Here to share more is the president and CEO of the Bay Area Host Committee, Zalene Janmohamed. Zalene, thanks so much for being here on Live in the Bay.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is incredible. We are getting the NBA All-Star in just a month. We're getting the Super Bowl next year. We are getting FIFA World Cup. Just how big of a deal is it that all of these events are coming to the Bay Area?
It is a really big deal. And I think for the Bay Area, it's time to kind of stand up and walk around with a little bit of swagger, right? You compete for these events. Cities all around the world wish and hope to host these events, and we have three. It will be the first time that any region ever in the history of time hosts a Super Bowl and a World Cup in the same year. We have an NBA All-Star game coming up in a month. There are going to be hundreds of thousands of people that come through the Bay Area, and it's our time to shine.
Yes, amazing. So how is the Bay Area Host Committee helping to facilitate these events?
Yeah, so our role is, we do a couple different things. Our role is to bid for the events, and so that's a very competitive process. There's a lot of cities in the U.S. And around the world that want to host, and so we go through a very detailed process to bid for these events with the NBA or the NFL or FIFA. When we win, and I say when because we're going to win, and we're going to win a lot, we are then in charge of operating the events in the city and across the region. And so we're in the middle of that now. We have an event coming up with the NBA All-Star Game. We're working really closely with the Warriors to make sure that the residents of the Bay and people who come and visit have a really good experience when they're here.
Incredible. And one of the other impacts, of course, is not just all the fun and the entertaining part, but it's really going to impact local businesses and the communities. Speak a little bit about that.
Yeah, so one of the things that I wanted to make sure that we chatted about today is not just what happens the weekend of or on the court or on the field. Our mission at the Bay Area Host Committee is actually to leave a lasting impact on the Bay. And so one of the programs that we've launched very recently is called SourceLX. It's our supplier diversity program. We're doing that together with the NFL and the 49ers. And it is a program specifically designed for local, minority-owned, LGBTQ+, and people with disabilities, businesses that are owned by those types of people to actually be advantageously affected because of the events that are coming here.
And what does that mean for them to get the advantages that are happening for small businesses while these big events are taking place?
Yeah, so these events need a lot of work and a lot of support. Think about how a Super Bowl actually gets put together, right? You need transportation, you need catering, you need flower arrangements, you need food trucks, you need construction. All of those things that are needed actually come from people who do that work. And so what we want to do is make sure that that work is being done by local businesses. And so if you're in any of those event production, professional services type businesses, and you meet that criteria, we want you to apply to win that business.
Amazing. And along with that, not only getting the dollars that come with it, there's a part of this program where they can kind of learn and be guided professionally on how to grow their business. What are some of the benefits that they'll learn in that regard?
Right. This is an 11-month program, right? So we are accepting applications now, and then the NFL will start this education program where you will get to learn about how to leverage your brand a little bit better, how to build your website, how to manage your business from a financial perspective. You will build a network with the NFL, with the 49ers, with the Bay Area Host Committee, with each other, with the other businesses that are in this program. And then the culmination of that is actually hopefully that you're winning some business. And so there's a lot of different advantages and parts of that program that I think people will really benefit from.
Yeah, so this is huge. I want to kind of reiterate this again. I mean, any opportunity that a local business could have to partner with the NFL, to get that kind of network, to get the mentoring, and then of course get the business. What are the types of businesses, one more time, that really need to be paying attention and getting their pen out right now to go to the website to sign up?
Any business that's in the event production, professional service type business, and on the website it'll list like a good 50 types of businesses, and I named a few: catering, construction, food trucks, florals, graphical design. So think really wide in terms of the breadth of types of businesses. The application deadline is January 31st. We want hundreds of businesses to apply. That's when we know that we're we're being successful.
Yeah, and if you didn't hear your business listed, go to the website. We're going to put it up at the end in just a bit to see if you qualify. But what a special opportunity for Bay Area local businesses. When we touched on it a little bit earlier, the NBA All-Star is just a month away. What can people get excited about when it comes to this big event happening?
Yeah, I think the NBA All-Star Game is such a great event for just the vibe and the diversity that comes through the city. And so you're going to see, obviously, your biggest and your most favorite stars, some of whom already live here, so that's great. But you'll have more that come into the city. You're going to see a lot of tourists that come through, a lot of business that happens around the NBA All-Star Game, a lot of events, you know, and just things that people really want to be associated with. The NBA will host a open fan experience. It's called NBA Crossover. That'll be at Moscone Center. And hopefully, and it sounds like, we're going to see a new product on the court for the NBA All-Star Game itself. So it should be exciting.
What does that mean?
Well, it just, they're changing their format a little bit. I think they've seen how fans engage with the NBA All-Star Game, and so I think they're trying some new things. And the NBA is actually really great at that. They listen to their fans. They try to evolve and iterate their product, and so I'm actually excited as a sports fan to see what it's going to look like.
Okay, yes, we have heard about this. They're changing the format of the All-Star Game a little bit, so that is going to be very exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, where is the website that people can go look up? I want to put the graphic up one more time to make sure that our local businesses are getting involved and registering for this incredible opportunity.
Yeah. There's a couple of different websites, but let me point you to the Bay Area Host Committee website. So if you get onto the Bay Area Host Committee website, bayareahostcommittee.com, you'll find the SourceLX supplier program on there, or just email us at info.bayareahostcommittee.com or info@bayareahostcommittee.com, and we'll answer lots of different questions there. So don't be shy. We want everybody to apply.
Okay, Zaylene, this was so informative and so much fun coming right here to the Bay Area that we all get to look forward to. I appreciate you joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.